This is our painting location and it's pretty dang phenomenal. A little windy, a little bit cold. I expect having to put on some more layers, but look at this scene. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. I'm so glad I came all the way up. Welcome to our painting location. This is amazing. That is the Sahale Glacier behind me along with the summit, and this is pretty freaking phenomenal. And I'm excited to share some little parts of the painting process at this incredible location. And these short clips are excerpts from a longer Adventure Art Academy painting lesson where I walk students through the entire painting process from the initial sketch to the finished painting. With this limited amount of time and just because the day and my own motivation in this cold, I just know I'm not going to have a ton of time to put all this in. So that is going to inspire some maximum efficiency mode as I'm working on this. So that means that I'm just dropping this in. And once I get it dropped in, then I'll switch to a more precise paintbrush because I do want a pretty precise border there, ideally. So I don't want this and the layer below it to touch each other. So we're gonna call that good with that paintbrush. And then now as I work my way across this shoulder, things start to get fun because I have a pretty defined shadow line all the way across here. And then when I get right in here, we start to have these big, beautiful white snowfields that all of a sudden now come across. So it's going to get a lot more interesting in terms of and I lost a big white snowfield there already. I'll just put it right down here. Doesn't matter. Again, we're not going for precision here in this painting. Just the main thing is that we're trying to get roughly where things will go. And I love areas like this over here where it's just all filled in. Just grab lovely clean water and just bring this whole shape all the way down. Nothing to see here. Just boop all the way down. That's awfully nice. And then I have to keep in mind that I'm going to be bringing this all the way down toward my shadows. So I'll grab some more color. I'm coming into this ridge line here, which the corner of this ridge does have a little bit of white snow kind of visible on that corner. So I'm going to go right up to that. I want to show you my painting setup here. So this is why I love snow, because my paintbrushes can just sit in the snow. That makes me so happy. And this is where we are. I'm about, I don't know. I don't even know how far I am anymore. It's windy and cold and I want to be done. So we are going to speed this painting along to the best of my ability. But either way, man, this is phenomenally beautiful because if we look up, hooey, look at this view. It's amazing. I just wish it was a little bit warmer. It's either food, bugs, or cold are the things that spur me along to paint faster. Oh boy, I may have to finish down below. We'll see. Ay. But there's just a little bit of the rock right there. And then hopefully you can still see what's happening. And this actually gets filled in right there. And then there's that big peak back in there in the distance. Good enough. We're gonna call that good enough. A little bit of color into this whole ridge line. All I'm doing now is just dropping in a tiny bit more of my darker color along just the very tops of those ridge lines. And that dries quickly for me. And then as I go down here, like right in this zone right in here, where my rocks end up being a lot more amorphous and much less detailed, I am just going to mimic that by just filling in and just kind of leaving some of the shadow color, filling in some of the darker color, and just making a shape, right? So I'm going to stop being as precise with my rocks. And in fact, I think that's overall a more successful look than what I was trying before. So I'm going to integrate that same approach into a few other areas in this painting. And this is already feeling more comfortable and confident for me because I think I'm just worrying less about being perfect and precise and instead thinking more about just the overall shapes. So again, just like took that color, filled it in. And as I go away from the focal point of the top of this peak, I'm just going to reduce the amount of saturation in my color. So I'll slowly just kind of say, okay, here's some lines. And then eventually when I get out here toward the edge, I will just literally bring that color and fade it down and over with some lines and just stop worrying about being perfectly precise at all. And I have to just make sure that I also look back at my peaks every once in a while and double check that I actually got the bottoms of these things roughly where they need to be. And now they are. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm really loving just the subtle patterning, right? It doesn't have to be, our base layer was so beautiful and dark and the wind died down and I am so warm for the moment and I am loving it. Down we go. Woo. Ay, ay, ay. So much snow. There's an outtaker way in the distance. And here's more pretty stuff. Wow. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, down we go. Ooh, puddle. I get to go right through the big puddle. Whoosh. Woohoo. Oh my goodness. What an incredible, incredible day. Holy cow. Okay. Here goes the last of the sunshine. It's gonna be kind of sad when that goes away. The last beautiful light on all these incredible peaks. Bye-bye sun, it's gonna get kind of cold, kind of fast, I think. Whew, what a day. Down and out of the wind. I think I got a little bit sunburned today. Did not reapply enough sunscreen painting up in the snow, but I just wanted to turn the camera around and take a few moments just to say thank you so much for joining me on this painting adventure. It was so fun. It was kind of a total whirlwind. I didn't expect to go all the way up toward the high point of the trail, but I'm so glad I did. It was just incredible, and I just feel so lucky that I got to share some of this experience with you. So thanks for following along and joining me virtually out here. Wow, what a spot. This was just, still blows my mind a little bit. It is getting dark, and I'm just about back at the parking lot. Pretty darn happy about that one. Woohoo. Pretty darn glad we're almost back, because I am ready to be done. Woohoo. That was a long day. Yes, it was.